As a metalhead, I feel this is my obligation to listen to the new Metallica song. Not promising I'm gonna like it, but we're gonna hear it.
But it's Metallica. How can we not, right?
Well, I mean, I've had a couple decades where I could give you 100 reasons, and that's pretty much every song on every album they've put out since Black.
Look, okay, I didn't say that it was going to be good. I just said, why wouldn't we?
Well, I mean, the Lux Eterna, it's like they tried to go back to their thrash roots and they just took Megadeth's guitar riff and still somehow made it sound commercial, even though it was heavier than, I don't know, Metallica is, either they miss Jason or they miss Cliff or they miss something.
Probably miss everything. They miss the 80s.
I think they miss Cliff. Cliff was one of their main songwriters, and after Cliff left, Lars, with his little attitude he's got, he's like, dudes, let's go do this and make it all pretty sounding. We'll cut our hair and get curls. And
let's ease up on the drums.
Yeah, I forgot what a ride is. I don't use that.
I don't use that.
That's a hi-hat.
A
right
double
there.
bass?
What about the ride? But that's a hi-hat.
That's a hi-hat.
I use those. Those are what I use. Hi-hat. Don't know what a ride is. If you ever see Lars reach over and hit that ride, put it in the comments, mark the video and the exact time you see.
We will watch it.
Yeah.
We'll witness this.
It has to be a song after the Black Album, because prior to the Black Album, he actually went to the ride every now and then. But he just likes doing this. I wonder why. All show. The whole time. That's all he does. Symbol, symbol. So we're going to see a lot of that, I'm sure, in this new video.
But it's Metallica.
If Darkness Had a Sun. So we're going to hear what that sounds like. Let's do this.
Nox Arcana vibes.
Sound like Peter Gabriel. Land of Confusion. This song's 7 minutes long. You got 7 minutes to hear a pink.
Timestamp it. That's awesome.
I have to admit, this is an upgrade from most of what I've heard them do in the last couple decades. I like that.
Going second to vibes. I don't like that.
Open eye.
Shouts for what it's yearning. Stokes the fire, desire burning.
hi-hat, man. Dip, dip, dip. Substituted the rhyme for just getting the symbol. He could be doing.
It'd be cool for like a montage in a movie.
Well, I think Lars is holding him back. It's just Lars can do so much. Put Luke Collins or
Seriously,
Eloy
though.
Casagrande.
A lot.
This would be tight. I like that.
I could just feel like Lars be like, I am the band. You know?
Guys.
Oh my
I don't. You know I don't like hitting the ride. All Kurt solos sound alike. See, I like that breakdown. That's when you can play slow, Lars. And here, you need to be going on. Got all that open air and then Kurt going back to the Injustice for All days.
Return again to where it's darkest, dragging home the seething
Lars is like, this is the Alice in Chains part, though.
children subject,
I love it. It's so
manipulated, propagated.
still impressive.
There we go. Do something.
If darkness had a soul, here I am. Temptation is its father. If darkness had a soul, here I am. I'm bathed in holy water. If darkness had a soul, here I am. If darkness had a soul, here I am. If darkness had a soul, here I am. I'm bathed in holy water. Temptation laid back by.
That part there's tight. Hi. Going with it, Robert. I do have thoughts. Thought number one. How good would that have been if they had a different drummer?
Seriously, though.
I like most of the guitar. I like most of the song. There were a couple of parts. I mean, I love Alice in Chains. That's one of my top 5 favorite bands ever, so don't get it twisted. But it sounded like they were going into an Alice in Chains type of pre-chorus or verse. I mean, it was cool, but just not from Metallica. You need Lane to carry that. Love the little, just small scale. I mean, that's nothing, but it sounded good.
I didn't care for the beginning of it. Like the first half of the song, I could have done without.
Well, I mean,
It was very repetitive.
Very.
Very. I don't know. I was feeling too many St. Anger vibes. I went about it.
I remember when I was growing up, Gen X, and all the bands that I played in, if you asked the drummer at the time, who's your favorite drummer, you're going to hear Lars' name mentioned about 100% of the time. People are going to be like, yeah, man, Lars and Lombardo and, Pert. You'd hear some names, but Lars would be in there. For all you Gen Zs, I want to hear one Gen Z that grew up on their Metallica. We're talking Load and beyond. That when you ask them, who's the drummer that you looked up to, they're going to be like, Lars. Didn't you hear Reload?
Seriously, though. Man.
Seriously, I thought when Black Album came out, because I'd seen Metallica live 4 or 5 times before they put out the Black Album. And Justice for All, I'd just recently seen them before it released. I'd seen them twice that year. And Lars was crushing it. I mean, especially And Justice. The songs on And Justice, Lars had no choice between one and... I mean, even Eye of the Beholder had some awesome stuff on it, but Harvester of Sorrow, Frayed Ends of Sanity, Lars was going off. So I figured when the Black Album came out, I'm like, oh, it makes sense. They needed an album so Lars could be like, hey man, we're doing 2-hour sets.
Let's take a break.
Give your boy a break. I just got off a battery and now you want me to go into, I don't know, you can name any of the songs off of any of the first 4 albums. He's going full steam on most every one of them. So I forgave it and I enjoyed it. I like the deep cuts on the Black Album. That's my jam. Wolf and Man, The God That Failed. But any kid today, they're not going to be saying Lars, because that was not... I don't play drums, I can. I've played them enough to where I can get behind a kit and I can hold a beat. I can play this song. And if I can play a Metallica song, Lars needs to retire. Just retire.
No, kids today are like Luke Holland, if they're into drums or whatever.
Oh, there's so many. Eloy Casagrande. I mean, there's so many. Even from those days. Lombardo's still crushing it. There's no reason, no excuse that Lars plays like this.
Yeah.
Because he could have held that song together with a lot. I mean...
He got away with, all the limeware crap, and they was like, well, since I'm still here, let me just chill out for a little while.
Well, he kind of went commercial. It always happens. It happened with Queensryche when they decided they wanted to start going commercial, and they lost their edge. They didn't sound as good. They weren't as tight. And that's Metallica now. You listen to old Metallica, and you tell me this song holds even a small candle.
Not even a little bit.
To anything off Master of Puppets.
No.
Anything off Ride the Lightning. Hell, we know Dave wrote Kill 'Em All, but anything off of Kill 'Em All. And I know you're all going to say, you're the old man screaming at the clouds and gatekeeping and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but I'm on that too, and I'm a millennial.
It is what it is. Facts are facts. They don't care about your feelings. These are realities. And the reality is, Lars, I think he held the band back. I don't think James and Kirk and Jason, for the time he was there, now Robert, I don't think any of those guys would have been opposed to going, let's speed the tempo up a little bit, Lars, and be creative, hit the ride. That hi-hat, and then just hitting the cymbal.
It's like, you gotta treat him like a child when it comes to that. It's like, oh yeah, hi-hat's cool, but you should check this out. This is even better.
I remember I watched an interview. It was shortly after Load came, and when they were interviewing Lars, he was, yeah, well, I just, I don't really care for the ride anymore. I'm not a big fan. I've always, my metronome counter's on that hi-hat. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember the exact interview. But I remember when he said that, I'm like, really?
Oh.
Because the ride is what made bands like Pantera and Lamb of God and all of them so badass, is when they would shift, they didn't have to change the guitar riff, they didn't change the bass line, nothing. All that had to change was Vinny coming off of that hi-hat, hitting that ding, 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 changed the whole song. The whole complexion of the song changed, and it just made it even. It's like when you put spices on your food. You got to spice it up there. So Lars, well, you bitching and just meet the hell you care. What I say. He don't give a damn.
He don't give to nothing.
I would say that as badass a drummer as he used to be is still inside of him. Just use it before you die. Let's get an album where you're back to being Lars again, because that's part of what made me love Metallica. was Lars. Get in the comments, let us know what you think of Metallica and the old Metallica and all my comments that are going to piss you off. Go ahead and just jump in the comments and start yelling.
Have fun.
It is what it is.
He don't care either.
Don't care. Like, share.
Subscribe.
You right?
Yeah, I just got lost my voice for a second.
That's how bad she wants you to subscribe.
Subscribe!
It chokes her up. Until the next time, guys, as always, come at me, bro.